Is it fair to say that in this letter you profess your undying love for Juliana?
Yes, it appears that I was definitely in love with her. Definitely starting in the summer of 23.
Oh, okay. So it was just before she was arrested that you were fully in love with her?
Well, that's when we had an opportunity to actually have a bit of a relationship. With other points were obviously very separated. I mean, I was still working a lot. Christina was obviously still around, and I was spending a lot of time with her. So it wasn't really until the summer of 23 that we had a lot of time together.
We finally have Brendan Banfield's letters that he wrote to the au pair Juliana, who he had an affair with and allegedly plotted murder with to get rid of his wife, and by doing so lured an innocent man to the home to frame him for his wife's murder.
Please note that this content is for adults only. Viewer discretion advised. If you haven't yet, hit the subscribe, like, and share.
Yeah, so allegedly, currently, the jury's still deliberating, so we'll see what they decide. But in my opinion, he's expedited himself to life without parole because he got on the stand. If you don't know anything about this case, there's a playlist for you. You can catch up there. I also recapped the case at the beginning of the body cam videos that I recently published for you, so check that out as well, because I know so many of you just want me to get to the letters. Okay, so we're going to do that. This is Juliana Perez Margulies, and she's 25 years old now in January of 2026. And on the right hand side, we've got Brendan Banfield. He's the one on trial, and he's facing one count of aggravated murder, which includes the two victims, Joseph Ryan and Christine Banfield. Christine Banfield was his wife, right? One count of the felony use of a firearm and one count of child endangerment. So the jury has to decide on that, and hopefully we'll have that verdict soon. If you are watching this, after the verdict already, then okay, don't worry, then we saw it together, right? And you can see that on the playlist too. So today, what we're going to do is read these letters, because in the lunch breaks of some of the trial days, it's all time-stamped for you. We read some of her letters to him while she was in jail. If you're confused about the timeline, I'll do a very quick recap. She moved from Brazil to America in October of 2021 to become an au pair for the Banfield. So for Brendan Banfield and his wife Christine, and they had one daughter who was about 2.5, 3 years old at the time. And so already by the summer of 2022, these two were having an affair. And so it became pretty serious to the point where they really, really wanted to be together. And then there was this problem of, oh man, you have a wife. And she said on the stand that he said that divorce is not an option because it'll be too expensive for him and he wants full custody of their daughter. Okay, so they came up with some other plan. Now, the thing is, that was the summer of 2022. The crime happened where two people were murdered in the master bedroom. That's important because you're going to hear all about him talking about the bedroom. And it's unbelievable. It's worse than we ever thought. The crime happened on February 24th of 2023. Christine Banfield was stabbed to death 7 times or so in the neck. And the state alleges Brendan Banfield did that. And then Joseph Ryan was shot to death. He was shot once by Brendan Banfield and once by Juliana. So that was February 24th of 2023. And then these two lived their best life for 8 months while the investigation was happening in the background. And then in October of 2023, she was arrested. And she was charged with Joseph Ryan's murder because they were able to prove through ballistic evidence that she delivered the fatal shot to Joseph Ryan. So that means from October of 2023 until he was arrested in September of 2024, the two of them were writing a lot of letters to each other while she was in jail and he was free. So that's what That's the context. That's what we're going to read today, the things that he wrote, right? He was arrested in September of 2024, and then she took a plea deal in October of 2024, where she pleaded guilty to involuntary manslaughter, a much lesser charge than she was facing, and she had to testify against him, which she did on day one. So if you missed that, you got to go and check out day one, timestamp for you, her testimony. He took the stand at his own trial on day 8 and 9 of the trial on my playlist. So go and check that out if you missed it, because you have to hear what he says and you have to see how he talks and what he, oh my word, this guy, he can lie so much and he's so disgusting. Okay, like that's an understatement. Go check it out, and then if you haven't seen it yet, then come back and tell me what you think, or you can comment over there, right? Okay, so when he was arrested, she took a plea deal. His trial started, thankfully, finally, in January of 2026, and now we just wait for a verdict. In the meantime, after the murders, those 8 months when nobody was arrested yet, these two lived their best life in the master bedroom. She was saying the little girl was calling her mommy. What? And the little girl at that point was 4.5 years old. Okay, and just if you didn't know, the exhibit in the background here, yeah, that's evidence of the affair that the state showed. That is a sheet from her room when she was an au pair in the house, and it's got their bodily fluids on it. So, yeah, you're welcome. Just wanted to show you the proof, you know? Okay, and the glow down. Anyway, so let's read his letters. Are you ready? He says, "Me amor," because, you know, he's got to try and impress her in her own language. She speaks Portuguese. So here we go. This is what he says. Oh my goodness. "The poem you gave me is probably the best and most meaningful present I have ever received. It is absolutely beautiful. Your heart is beautiful and fills me with warmth." I don't think he's capable of being filled with warmth. And I don't think her heart's beautiful either. These two and what they allegedly plotted. Can't wait till I don't have to say allegedly anymore. Okay, wow. I mean, she pleaded guilty to her part, but, you know, we'll have to wait to see. Anyway, so it says, "Your heart is beautiful and fills me with warmth. I feel your love all the time. You are incredible." All right, you keep telling me that you are replaceable, but you are different from any person I ever met, any person I've ever had a relationship with, male or female. Okay, tell us more, Brendan Banfield. By the way, he's 40 years old now and she's 25 now, in case you're wondering about the age gap. "You became my best friend. I never wanted to be apart from you. I wanted to do everything with you, show you the world. I still do." Does he think he's Aladdin now? Also, look at the writing. Like, this guy writes like a third grader, right? "I want to share my life with you. I want to be your husband, have children with you." I think she failed the assignment of being an au pair. So no, I don't think she's wife material at all. Also, I think he majorly failed the assignment of being a dad. Yeah, even if you just think of the day that the double homicide occurred, he had left his daughter in the basement and didn't even lock the basement door when he went upstairs to allegedly stab the little girl's mother to death and shoot another guy. Yeah, that's why he's charged with child endangerment, right? So, but yet here he says, while she's in jail, okay, he's still dreaming all about her. He definitely was in love with her. And if you missed the moment where the state brought this up on the stand, oh my goodness, he looked like he wanted to hide under the table.
All right, do you recognize this letter?
Yes,
And this is your letter to Juliana,
correct.
written while she's incarcerated, is that correct?
Yes.
Okay.
He could not believe that this is what they were showing the world. And we didn't get to see it, so now we do. You know, we just got to hear little snippets of it that the prosecutor was rubbing his nose in. But now we get to see the whole thing. So he says, "You became my best friend. I never wanted to be apart from you. I wanted to do everything with you, show you the world. I still do. I want to share my life with you. I want to be your husband, have children with you. I didn't want more children before. You changed that with me. I know you will be an incredible mother," says the worst father of ever history. "My thoughts are all over the place, so I'm going to try to make sections, but I may jump around. That's the hard part of not using a computer to rewrite and organize. Yeah, as if you have limited paper and pen, hey? Maybe some of the worry you have is because you don't have my things, reminders, visuals. I live with you. And he underlines live, look there. Okay, underlining live is quite something when your wife is dead. All right, I live with you where you don't live with me currently. I find your hair in my clothes. Your clothes are in the closet. We know. You threw all your wife's clothes out and her pictures in the frames, and you moved the au pair's clothes and lingerie in, and shoesies, and you had a little his and hers cupboard, and you moved in all her toiletries, and then threw out all your wife's stuff once you got rid of her, you know? Okay. So, anyway, I think that's also one of the most damning things about this, is I think the jury will be like, okay, but considering everything, 2 people, his wife was murdered there, 2 people died in that room, and then they redecorated and moved into that room and thought it was very romantic. Okay. You said, I looked at the dresses and can't wait to see the red one. Personally, we can't wait to see the orange one. Your 2 water bottles are on the nightstand with your chargers next to the bed. Might want to empty those at this point. Your hairbrush with no handle is on the bathroom sink. You mean like a tangle teaser, or why does he have to clarify your hairbrush with no handle is on the bathroom sink? Your pictures are in the room. Again, we know. We saw that horrifying evidence. Your perfume is on the nightstand with your cream. I can imagine you putting on your cream and perfume and your wonderful smell. Your shoes and flip-flops are next to the nightstand. I sometimes spray your pillow with perfume so it smells of you. You always were the best smelling person in the world. Well, that's changed because she's been in jail since October of 2023. So yeah, no, not anymore, okay? He says, I wash my hair with a Pantene shampoo or conditioner that smells like you. Your pink soap bottle is still in the shower. You helped me change the shower, point, install new hardware. Okay, did you have to mention that? Everywhere I go, everything I do, I see you. You are truly unforgettable. I have even looked through your laundry basket. Your towel is on the back of the closet door. Now, when he says, I've even looked through your laundry basket, is there still dirty laundry in her laundry basket? Oh no. Is he like sniffing her leggings or what? Socks? No, I'm not going to say the rest. What is he sniffing? What is he doing? Why are you digging in the laundry basket? Do you maybe want to put that in the laundry? Just remember, he's been in jail. Okay, he's not out. This is at the time when he was free. He's been in jail since September 2024. No bond. Not out on bond. Okay? So, but at the time when she was in jail, he's looking through her laundry basket. Your towel is on the back of the closet door. Most of our calls, I go upstairs and talk to you in the bedroom. I often stare at our pictures while we talk. Sometimes I flip through the strips of paper you sent me while we chat. Okay, strips of paper. I like to sit at the counter and talk at night, or read my book and writing to you. I mean, and write to you would be fine, but then he changed it to writing to you. If your spot is on my chest or shoulder, this may be my spot where we spent our first night. Ooh. Long conversations, looking deep into your eyes, holding your hand, rubbing our legs. Okay. Sharing intimate moments. Obviously, there is comfort in bed, cuddling and laying down. But the counter is where I shared myself with you. It's also where he hid his wife's phone after turning it off, according to the state's evidence. Christine's, Banfield, his wife's phone on the day of the murders was found in the kitchen drawer right there by that counter. So I think this is quite damning, and I hope the jury reads every single word of all of this, right? Because, it's their special place. Just like the bedroom became their special place after the murders. He says, but the counter is where I shared myself with you, spoke about my life, my love of you, hopes, dreams, plans to kill, homicidal plans. Wow. It's where we got to know each other. It's where we flirted, shared drinks, meals, snacks, chocolate-covered strawberries if you were upset. Sometimes even more if I couldn't wait to touch you. While your wife was upstairs? While your wife was working 12-hour shifts as a pediatric ICU nurse? Okay, it's pretty disgusting. Things I only shared with you. Oh, where's the arrow going now? Okay, that's going down there, but we're going to read it just from where we are. I think you are the only person that truly loved me. Yeah, past tense. Okay, sorry. She testified against you. He says, quick song. Matchbox 20 push. Could these two just stop with the song, please? You're ruining it for everyone, okay? She also wrote so much about this freaking song, this Matchbox 20 song. And now he quotes the lyrics. I said, I don't know I've ever been good enough. I'm a little bit rusty. I think my head is caving in. And I don't know if I've ever been really loud. We know the lyrics, right? Let's just not. Let's just stop it, Brendan Banfield. He says, oh no, sorry, it's going on. The lyrics are going on a little bit angry. Well, this ain't over. He underlines that. No. And he said, I still need you around. You don't owe me. We might change. But yeah, we just might feel good. Okay, anyway. He says, I never felt comfortable to share myself with anyone besides you. Okay, but you got married to your college sweetheart. What do you mean? You shared a lot with your wife. And if you don't feel comfortable, why are you getting married and having a child with her? Okay. He said, your openness, honesty, and then that's interesting spelling for comforting, ways was something I never experienced. You said you thought I was cold before. Oh, really? Oh, Juliana's like, you are cold. Well, yeah, we can all see that. I probably was. I needed the warmth of your heart to thaw me. Sir, I don't think it was the warmth of her heart that thawed you. Okay. You allowed me to be myself, to love you, to be romantic, to feel vulnerable, and then be supported by you. This is by far the most important part of our relationship to me. As I'm crying while writing it. Dude, we saw you can't push out even one tear. He says, you are my support. You brought out the tremendous love that I show for you. Such tremendous love. They both ended up in jail. Okay, I just want to take care of you. Oh, careful now. Careful. And keep you forever. Underlines that. Sounds like control. Okay, back to the topic or unique things with you. Happiness of listening to songs and singing with you. I don't think we want to hear that. You were my gym partner that helped me be my strongest in my life. I never had a consistent partner before. Now he's going to throw shade at all his friends that used to go to gym with him. Mike, New York, right, NY. Nishant, who he mentioned on the stand. Aaron, New York gym friend. Probably never worked out more than 1 to 2 times a month. And definitely, I can't read the rest, not as fun to look at. Okay then, what about your wife? She gymmed a lot. She documented her entire fitness journey on her Instagram page, which is still up if you guys want to go check it out. Your consistency, encouragement, love, my desire to impress you and be my best self for you really pushed me. I think he was majorly intimidated by his wife. Yeah, so he needed this 22-year-old at the time to be like, wow, you're so strong at the gym. Meanwhile, he's probably like a weak-ass mofo with no spine who can barely lift a damn weight at all. She was probably just like, wow, amazing, when he picks up the lightest dumbbell in the whole gym. Okay, anyway, he says, you motivate me to be better. Clearly not. You're going to get L-whopped. OMG, flirting in the hot tub was incredible. A trigger warning, everyone. It's getting spicy. Is it? I still don't feel like spicy is the right word. It's getting gross. Relaxing. Sexy. Mentally stimulating. Are you sure it's mental? Okay, mentally stimulating. Loving. Seeing you walk in public in a thong with me feeling you were mine was such a turn on. Okay, he sees you as an object, right? But also such a confidence, happiness boost. He's like, you see that little Brazilian over there, which he referred to herself as, you're like tiny Brazilian the whole time, 4'10", tiny, tiny Brazilian. That's how she talks about herself. I'm not calling her that. She called herself that. So she's like, you're tiny, tiny Brazilian. Anyway, so he's like, look at that tiny, tiny Brazilian in a thong. Yeah, boys, you see that? She's mine. Yeah. Married, father, husband, worst man on earth. Okay, so seeing you, why is the au pair, the child nanny, walking anywhere in public with a thong? I'm not implying the child was there. I'm just saying, you had a job to do. This guy was your boss. You're walking around in a thong. Okay. All right, so there was such a turn on, yeah, and a boost. Okay, riding bikes with you was incredible. The smile you had, riding in the warm summer rain, making the best of every moment. I think this guy probably watched The Notebook a few too many times. He says, you standing on your bike so I can see your ass in the thong on the roads of VB. Then going to lay down on the beach, the perfectness of those moments. I can picture you standing on the bike, looking back at me with a huge smile, with your golden hair. You mean peroxided hair? Sorry. Incredibly beautiful. Hope hair. Playing dress up. Do you realize how romantic that was for me? Okay. Watching you get ready. He's like peeking through the bathroom door. Picking out dresses, slipping them on. Oh, did you put the dresses on too, Brendan? He says, picking out dresses, slipping them on, putting on heels so I can grab you, spin you around and kiss you forever. Well, you might want to hydrate in between, okay? Watch you brush or blow dry your hair, often naked, underwear, robe. It was a true fantasy. Done by my dream girl. Yeah. The au pair that you paid $200 a week for. Nice, Brendan, nice. I really never bought clothes for anyone before. Okay, piece of shit. You never bought your wife a dress, a beautiful dress. You never bought your wife clothes before, shoes, jewelry, basic needs? Okay. Well, she did work very hard. Was she buying you clothes, baby boy? Like, oh my word, this guy says seeing you so happy to receive them and then watching you wear them was pure bliss and something I loved trying to make you happy. Wait, it was something I loved, and then it looks like he scratches out like love. I love trying to make you happy. Learning about Brazil and Portuguese, I learned more about your culture in a short time than ever learned Spanish, Puerto Rican food in 38 years. Yeah, because he was 38 years old at the time. I wanted you to be comfortable. I wanted to talk to your family. Yeah, she didn't like that so much. She was like, yeah, I don't think, no, you don't need to meet my grandpa. My grandpa likes my ex, Bruno. He doesn't like you so much. She said that in her letters. Not to him. That was actually to another friend. She was writing about Bruno. He says, I never made sangria before. Never made strawberry margaritas. Never made chocolate strawberry jelly cake. These were things I did out of love and to impress you. I am obsessed with your happiness. See, that's what the prosecutor highlighted of like, he was so in love with her. He would do anything not to lose her. And by anything they imply at the trial, what they allege, kill his wife. And how to do that? Let's lure a man there and frame him for the wife's murder. I'm obsessed with your happiness. When you are happy, the amount of love, excitement, passion that flow from you is intoxicating. My wrist hurts from writing lol. So they both write lol a lot. Are you sure your wrist hurts from writing? Because I don't know if you're writing this entire time, but okay. You just called and told me that Ryan called. Now, Ryan was Juliana's lawyer, and Brendan's mother was actually paying for Juliana's lawyer. Yeah. Okay, moving on. And him and Kim will see you Monday. Hopefully you get this then. Tying your bridesmaid dress was so romantic. It made me fantasize and envision what would be our wedding. I now want to have an actual wedding, not just the court. So initially it sounds like they were just going to elope, and I was like, I want the whole thing. Yeah, I know I had it before, but I want the whole thing again with you. Can you bring your flip-flops and your thong, bro? I can probably keep going with things that are just about us, but I want to transition. Well, it says transition, but okay, I guess it means I want to transition. I will never be embarrassed with you. Our relationship will be very public after this. And yes, you are right, Brendan Banfield. Your relationship is so public. It's international. It's like, it's in the news. Hey, your relationship is super public. It's going to help convict your ass. He said, I am super proud of you. Proud of being with you. F anyone that isn't on our side. You are a effing hero. Underlined. So now we hear where his defense attorney got that idea. Because he said that Juliana was a hero who saved Brendan's life that day from the very dangerous Joseph Ryan, which I think was truly disgusting and unfair to Joseph Ryan. Okay, so he says, you are an effing hero. That is going to be what everyone realizes. No, not so much. Not at all. Okay, of course, I would be proud of you. If you really want to leave VA USA, I'll go. We can figure it out. I've been thinking about writing a story. Oh, please don't. Okay, is that what he's doing in court? He's writing like crazy in court every day. Is he writing a story? Even while his defense attorney is like making closing arguments, he's still writing. He's writing. Okay, anyway. These love stories we are reading have nothing compared to ours. You're right about that. Yours goes in the criminal category. Our love is even more intense, more romantic, more tragic. Yeah, it's homicidal and disgusting and criminal. We have the best love in the whole world. You can tell that to your plastic mirror every day in jail, Brendan. I think the name of his story here says should be Your Room or Mine. Ew. Now it should be Your Cell or Mine. I'm committed to you. I will keep being committed. I won't give up. I won't give in. Now he's got friggin' lyrics again. I've died every day waiting for you, darling. Don't be afraid. I have loved you for 1,000 years. I'll love you for 1,000 more. Time stands still. Beauty in all she is. I will be brave. I will not let anything take away what's standing in front of me. Every breath, every hour has come to this. Daphne blue is the color of your robe and shirt of our first date. He says, and then later he wants to call a child that he wants to have with her Daphne. So, okay. I don't want to talk about it, and I think we both know why. I wish it wasn't automatic the way I want you every time. I see shades of you when I don't want to. This is again a song, right? Can't think straight since you've been gone. Saw someone out in your go-to outfit right when I thought I was on. Okay, whatever. Dude, just, man. Look at these faces. Okay, someone's making an O face over here. And this one's smiling. So I guess this is Juliana making an O face. And this is him smiling about it. He says, I love it, but hate, this is again quotes of a song. Hate that black jeans and Daphne blue still make me think of you. He says, this is my current repeat song with you always on my mind. Trying my best. Does it say babe? Yeah. Trying my best, babe. I'm sorry if it isn't enough. That's all I want is you. It's incredibly painful to hear you think that you don't want to stay with me. I am feeling very inadequate. Good, because you are very inadequate. Okay. I wake up every day thinking how I can make your life better. Too late, she's in jail. I am sorry you don't feel like a priority. I take every opportunity to talk, tell you my love, try to plan for you. I'm not going to move on from you. I will just wait for you. Damn, you're going to wait for like your whole life without parole? Yeah, no, I think your cellmates might have other plans for you. I'm not sure you're going to be able to stay loyal. I'm going to try to write without translation. I'll do my best. Oh my goodness. Here we go, everybody. And by the way, she's going to be sentenced on February 13th of 2026. It was going to be February 20th. And interestingly, they've moved it to February 13th. So they did say it would be after his trial. So I'm guessing, so you don't, it could always be a hung jury in a mistrial, but it seems like the court has some confidence that, we'll get a verdict soon and that she can be sentenced. Because if it's a mistrial, surely she can't be released. Surely she can't be sentenced. So to shift it earlier is interesting. Now he writes in Portuguese. I'm not going to read it out because I would not be able to say the words quite right. But he writes here, oh my word, Brendan and Juliana Banfield. He actually wrote that like a stupid child. Like, he's like, really? Brendan and Juliana Banfield, you're fantasizing about giving her your last name. Okay, now what this says, and tell me if you speak Portuguese if this is correct, because I've used Uncle Google to help me translate. You are my everything. I love you more than life itself. I'm always sad without you. I want you here with me. I want you forever. I never want to cause you pain. I want to take care of your heart with gentle hands. The gentle hands you allegedly stabbed your wife with? She said she watched you stab your wife. Okay? I want to touch your hair every night. I want you to be the first thing I see in the morning. Always yours. And then it says August 26th. Forever. Oh no. She also referred to, I think it was also August 26th. Forever. So, yeah, I don't know exactly what they did. I know people say maybe that's the date that they started actually having sex. I think they were quite busy before then, so I don't know what they actually did on that day. I don't want to know. For them to really latch on to that August 26th. Forever. And he says, and for everything, Brendan and Juliana Banfield. He says, you told me this was the best time of your life. I hope when this is over, you allow that to continue. When this is over? She was facing life without parole. What do you mean? It wasn't going to be over. If she didn't take a plea deal, both of you would be spending the rest of your life in prison if convicted, which is quite likely. Okay, he says, I believe we will have the most wonderful, happy ending. We just have to get there. Oh. But two people just lost their lives. They didn't even get to live anymore. Oh, okay. But he says, I believe we will have the most wonderful, happy ending. We just have to get there. I hope we keep being each other's support. This is hard enough without being physically together. I really feel we will make it. Okay, your feeling's way off. I previously went years without affairs. He says it like that's a good thing. You know that. I promised to wait for you. You are my partner. I do not want to dance without you. I don't want to drink without you. When we get off video chat, I fantasize about you. Yeah, TMI, bro. He says, OMG, seeing you with your bra and no bra. Holy shit. I can just picture you. I'm so ready to be back in your arms. I want you. I don't want anyone else. Oh my word, just stop it. Let's just take this picture off here. I don't even think about anyone. I don't think of dating. I think of my dream girl. That is what you are. I will fight forever for you. Do my best to take care of you, provide for you, surprise you, love you with all my heart. I have a lot of joy in surprising you, trying to impress you, trying to show my love and gratitude for you. When we are together, everything feels right. Okay, I gotta move this up. I will keep dreaming of my dream girl. And what does this say? I know she is something life. Love, Brendan. Okay, so that was the longest one. Here's a 6-page one. So it's 6 pages, 1 page, 1 page. That's what we got left. Because you're probably like, are we still doing this? Oh yeah, we're still doing it. He says, I hope with every fiber. Now there's no dates on here. They don't put the dates of these letters, okay? Anyway, I hope with every fiber of my body that you don't leave. You had told me this was the best time of your life. I hope you allow our relationship to continue. I hope at a minimum you give it another chance to be together. You came here and we fell in love. She was supposed to be your au pair, dude. Okay, she went to work there. I think the best life for both of us by a very large margin is together. No one understands what we've been through. Been through. Okay? I only have pain and suffering without you. Your conversations about leaving, or letting me go, setting me free are the most painful. I hate them. They make me cry every time. You are irreplaceable. You are my person. I believe that you will have the best life together. Okay. So he believes that she will have the best life only if they're together. Now he's crying on the page, apparently. That's why it's all splotchy here, you see. He says, full of love, happiness, support, fun, laughter, romance, and fulfillment. Sorry about the mess on the page, as I'm crying while writing it. Oh my, I don't believe him. I think he just sprinkled some water on it. Or peed on it, for all we know. He said, I know it sounds selfish, but I don't have anyone without you. Oh, no one likes you, huh? Okay, my mom is openly hostile. Okay. Sorry. In this context, it's very funny. My mom is openly hostile and wants to fight every day. Grandma and mom fight all the time, and grandma wants her to go. I have basically no friends anymore. You couldn't be further from the truth saying I have everything I need. And then, presico voce, which I don't know what that means. Sorry. Tell me in the comments. What I need is you. Oh man, now he's saying things again. My love, all these things about my love. I hate my life without you. I know we had some issues and arguments, but we always wanted each other. She's like, we could always have sex, right? You are my family. Okay, you allegedly killed your wife. That was your family. All right. You are my dream girl. You are everything. I always try to think of the long term, and I see so much heartache for both of us if we aren't together. You are still young and have so many options, but I don't think anyone will love each other like we do. Or you think no one will love you the way she does, huh? Probably true, probably true. Okay. You are unique, wonderful, beautiful, loving, and everything I need. Generally, your partner is who you can rely on and be there for you for your whole life. Yeah, that's what your wife thought. Okay. Our parents and grandparents aren't going to be. I think you should very much think what is best for your life, even if it isn't me. That you should choose what is best for you. I think you'll have the best life, love, career, family with me. Okay, he's like, you could choose, but I think it's just best with me. Okay, but maybe you think it'll be better back with your family in Brazil, or even with someone else. That is for you to decide. You can probably, then look how tiny his writing goes. Now his confidence is completely destroyed. Just at that thought. You can probably convince me to go to Brazil with you, and that is, if that is what you truly want. I'm sure we can work and have a wonderful life, but I need you to be sure. But I think our careers will be significantly worse than if we stayed. We don't need to stay in Virginia also. I will only ask one thing. Please give us a chance. Think this out together. A chance, something else, let's think this out together. Memories I love. Oh no, we're going to cringe, okay? Cringe alert. It's like a trigger warning, but for like a cringe warning. We need a cringe warning sometimes. I loved taking the day off of work and I took you out for breakfast after we made love. Ew. We went to Founding Farmers where you had eggs, bacon, potatoes, and hot chocolate with whipped cream. Well, damn, that sounds calorific as hell, right? Let's put them back on the screen. So wait, eggs, bacon, potatoes, and hot chocolate with whipped cream. He doesn't say whipped cream, he says whip cream. So we can just say he's whip. He wasn't whipped, okay? He was just whip. Okay. We then went to the botanical garden in Vienna and walked around holding hands, talking, looking at the beautiful flowers that could never compare to you. We walked around the lake and sat on a bench where I put my arm around you and you leaned, cuddling into my chest. He has one chest hair, okay, you guys? He's a man. He's a real man. We had so many kiss. Again, not kisses. We had so many kiss. And I could just stare into your eyes and I knew how much I loved you. We kept walking and found another bench where you wanted to rest, he says, but this time you sat on my lap and wow, those kisses were intense. You got a boner, bro? We don't need to know about it. It was such a turn on. See, we just said we don't need to know about it. We spoke a lot about your family and I was learning what a loving and caring person you were. She's so loving and caring, she's going to help you kill your wife. and an innocent man. What the hell, bro? Okay, your laugh, your smile was contagious. You told me you were having a wonderful time. After the botanical, he almost writes botanical, but okay, botanical garden, we went to the movies, and being with you just filled me with joy. Unfortunately, I don't remember the movie, but you told me it was the longest date you ever had. Okay. No wonder her expectations are so low. I was thinking how I never wanted it to end, that I wished for this happiness every day. We were having a relaxing morning. This guy makes me laugh at my words. Stop it. We were having a relaxing morning, and we were getting hungry for lunch while your wife was working her ass off, okay? We decided to take our bikes to McDonald's. Did you use your QR code this time, dude? If you guys don't know about the QR code, he went on the day of the murders to the McDonald's, and he drove around twice. And when asked why, he said because he was trying to, use his loyalty program and use his QR code to get his free hash browns or whatever. And so I don't even know what exactly he got that day. He was quite embarrassed when he realized he's saying that he goes to McDonald's a lot. So he waited in the parking lot for Juliana to call him, and he ate a crumble cookie. But he was talking all about McDonald's and the loyalty program, and we were all laughing because we're saying, damn, he's not even loyal to McDonald's. He's there busy with the loyalty program and cheating on them with crumble cookie. Anyway, so that's that story from the trial. Okay, so anyway, and by the way, he said he left early that day. Went to McDonald's because he had to get to a big presentation for a huge meeting for a promotion. And then suddenly the state's rebuttal witnesses included, his former supervisor. And that guy said, we had no meeting planned, and destroyed his entire timeline. So he says, we decided to take our bikes to McDonald's. We had lunch together, and then it started raining hard. We hung out and called your mom. Okay. I practiced Portuguese with both of you. There was a light break in the rain, and we told your mom we were going to make a run for it and go home. It obviously started pouring again. The rain was cool, and there was steam coming off the concrete. You took off your glasses because they were covered in raindrops. You complained about your eyelashes, lol, but the smiles and laughter on the way home was amazing. When we got home, we took off all the soggy stuff in the laundry room and ran upstairs to a hot shower. Ew, imagine him in his soggy tidy whities. Oh no, don't imagine. Sorry about that. Took off all the soggy stuff in the laundry room and ran upstairs to a hot shower with me watching your naked butt up the stairs. We kissed and I held you close while we waited for the shower to get warm. After a long hot shower, went for a long hot cuddle. Ooh. In the house that you and your wife had. And I don't know where your daughter is at this point. Hopefully not in the basement. Okay, now we've got this image in our head as well. After the trial, seeing the body cam and the exhibits, now we have to picture Juliana running up the stairs naked. After a long hot shower, we went for a long hot cuddle. It's a half a smiley face, heart. I remember you falling asleep first as I pet your hair. You pet her hair? Okay. Thinking you were the best thing on the whole planet. I fell asleep too, only for us to be woken up over an hour later, still cuddling, never letting go of each other. Okay. Next. Now this one's got a date. 10/22/23. Okay, wait, 22nd of October 23. See, she was already arrested. We got off the phone tonight, and all I think of is you. You don't deserve the situation you are in. I miss you so dearly. We all miss you so much. Okay, but when you got on the stand, you blamed her for everything, so things clearly changed a lot. You both turned on each other, as they usually do. I think about it all the time. That you saved me. Oh my word. You brought light back into my life from all the darkness and sadness. You're dark all on your own. You always will be. That's why you can't be part of society, okay? You are beautiful and kind, even far away. Even far away. That tells you when people aren't looking, he's not kind at all. Tragedy can bring people together. Tragedy? Double homicide? Okay. Can bring people together with a hope to rebuild. This was the toughest of situations, and you did your best and the right thing. You helped lift me out of my depression with your wonderful smile and bright gleaming eyes, and I'm going to insert as I stabbed my wife and killed another guy. Because that's what the state alleges. And she was watching with those bright little gleaming eyes, you know, just like, wow, look at him stabbing his wife. That's what she said. Remember, he said he couldn't see Joseph Ryan stabbing his wife because her hair was just like so large and frizzy and she was naked. Yeah, he was almost giggling while saying that. You helped. Okay, we already read that. Every day is tough without you here. It is extremely lonely. I'm here eagerly waiting for your return. Your spot is ready for you. Is that spot a stain? Yeah. I love you. I know you said you have had dark thoughts. Remember, your journey is not told yet, and it's definitely not complete. That's what he tells himself in jail every day. There will be much brighter days ahead. I love you so much, Brendan. Last one. And then I think we've all reached our limit, am I right? Names. I feel like I want to have this conversation while cuddling, holding your hand, and having the other on your belly. It's a dream I can't wait to have. I really like the name Chloe that you suggested. Daphne is another I like. We know. You like that song. She was a god of streams, springs, and brooks, reminding me of you with the color. For now, I find boy names more difficult. Robbie came to mind after my father or grandfather, and my middle name, I like Lucas and Ethan. As I think about this, all I want is to hold your hand and look into your eyes and dream about this. Love you. I don't know if she ever wrote love you back so much. Anyway, so that's enough of that. But now we've finally seen some of his replies because we all wondered. And again, if you want to hear her letters, just go to the trial days and just look at the timestamps. They're always in the pinned comments. So if you look in the comment section of any trial day, the top pinned comment is the one I made for you with all the timestamps. And just look there where it'll say letters, Juliana's letters or whatever. You can see them there. I think we started that from around day 3 or 4. Anyway, so we've read most of her letters and now we've read his letters to her, and isn't it just the worst? I can't wait to hear what you guys say about this. I can't wait to hear your snark about this, okay? Because, I don't know. I feel like I need to go and get some fresh air now. That was so gross. It was so gross. Can't wait to see him get L-whopped. I really hope he will be. Yeah. No matter what the jury decides, in my opinion, he's so guilty. And there's so many reasons why. And we've gone over that. I gave you lots of reasons of why I think so as well. The closing arguments in those breaks that we had. My goodness, there is so much that just proves his guilt, but we'll have to see what the jury decides, right? I will see you if you're still watching this before the verdict was even reached, meaning this is January 31st of 2026, then I want to see you there for the verdict watch, and we'll watch the verdict live, okay? And if you're watching it afterwards, then thank you so much. Let me know as well when you're watching. All right. In the meantime, stay safe, and I will see you in the next one.